Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the first round of heat races here at the 20th running of the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals here at the Circuito Internazionale Napoli in Sarno. And after qualifying this morning, each one of the 370 drivers here this year have now got one heat race this afternoon, followed by two more heat races tomorrow to decide where they start for the pre-finals. And already the rolling lap for the MicroMax field has an incident on it, and it's the number 20 kart. Team UK's Macaulay Bishop has spun on the rolling lap. He gets his kart going, but the grid as follows. Pole position for Argentina, Thiago Valverde and Ben Mayer from the USA. Row 2, Jay Irwin from New Zealand and Salvatore Trinidade from Portugal. Row 3, Enzo Nienkotter and Jackson Burns. Row 4, Macaulay Bishop and Christian Costoya. Row 5, Adam Brickley and Adam Al-Hazari. Row 6, Timothy Mikhailov and Luca Horton. Row 7 will be Len Nice and Tommy van der Stroys from Belgium and the Netherlands respectively. Daniel Krause and Ayrton Perez on row number 8. Row 9, Griffin Peebles and Marcus Neugbauer. Row 10, Anton Laksonen and Julius Ospicia. Outside the top 20 in this 36 kart field, Andrei Shakov and Rafael Balzer. Then it's Dovydas Gudlevicius and Nando Wexelbaumer from Lithuania and Austria respectively. Raul Martinez and Vicente Garcia are on row 13. Yuto Nakai and Diego Polanco on row 14. Row 15, Reese Curzon and Camila Nieto, the 8-year-old Colombian young lady, and then Matej Konik and Nick Trobeck are on row 16. The final two rows, Rayan Mnyemye and Ishan Madesh, Athanos Zakos and Emil Christiansen. Lights are out. 7 laps of racing. We are go at Sarno into turn number 1, and it's a good start from the two front row drivers at the back of the field. Somebody's gone for a spin. I think that's the number 3 kart of Andrei Shatov, but it's the number 9 of Ben Mayer who leads them into turn number 2. Hard on the brakes as they go around turn number 2, and they thread their way back up through the fast third corner into the double apex right at turn number 4, and all 35 drivers are still running cleanly, apart from, of course, the unfortunate Mr. Shkatov, who has spun but has got back into the race. Now out towards turn number 7, it is still the number 9 kart of Ben Mayer who leads that white race suit for Team USA. Falvene in second position, then Jay Irwin, the black race suit, is in third. In fact, I'm looking down, I think that might be Salvador Trinidad, who has made a good start in kart number 6. He's up into second place now. A couple of drivers at the back of the field running wide through turn number 8, but we are now cleanly through turn number 9 and down towards turn 10. Hard on the brakes out of turn 11 now into the final corner. Rounding out lap number 1, Ben Mayer from the United States of America, from Chester. The 10-year-old leads with Salvador Trinidad right behind him. Good start from Trinidad from the second row of the grid. Then it is Falvene, Irwin, Costoya, Bishop, Nienkotter. There's a move up into turn number 2. Jay Irwin takes over third position as somebody runs a little bit wide coming out of the second corner. And they get back on the track there, but dust clouds being kicked up. I'm trying to see who that was. That may have been Christian Costoya in kart number 2. We'll get a number check on it next time around. Meyer, Trinidad, Falvene, no Irwin, then Costoya in 4, so Costoya's made good progress. Macaulay Bishop is up into 5th position. I think that might be Enzo Nienkotter in 6th now, so it could have been Falvene who slipped out of the lead group then with that little moment. We will get that next time by. Kart number 4, Adam Brickley, is also now making inroads into the top 10 on lap number 2 out of 7, but the top 4 come out of turn 11 into turn 12. A 4-kart breakaway at the front, led by Meyer, followed by Trinidad, then Irwin and Costoya, then a gap back to Macaulay Bishop, and Bishop has got Falvene right on his rear bumper. Here comes Falvene now pulling out to try and pass Bishop down in towards turn 2. Change for second place. Jay Irwin passes Trinidad into Second corner for P2, but still it is Ben Meyer who leads. Now through to number 3. Side by side for third place. There goes the pint-sized Christian Costoya, representing Spain. 11th in this event last year. He is now into P3 in this race. Out of turn number 5 through turn 6 up to turn number 7. They set the carts up hard on the brakes. Right-hand turn. There's the driver's tent. You can see lots of drivers in other classes hanging over the fence there to watch the racing down the straight towards the next hard braking zone, which is turn number 8. They flick right, then left again. Irwin in second place, that all-black race suit, the New Zealander. In car number 5, Salvadori Trinidade is still there, but Christian Costoya is the driver on the move. Costoya in the number 2 cart, running in third place. Trinidade is in 4th. Bishop still runs 5th. The top 6 have now broken clear. The second group, 7th place on back, is led by Timothy Mikhailev from Malaysia, then Adam Brickley, Luca Horton, Len Nice, Rafael Baltzar. Griffin Peebles is up to 12th. Good start from Griffin. Rafael Baltzar from Germany, and here's the move for the race lead. Costoya takes the lead into turn number 2. Christian Costoya takes over top spot in cart number 2, the young Spaniard. And there's a move for second place, Maya, who did briefly get pushed back to third by Trinidade. Maya puts back into P number 2, Trinidade in third. 4th is now Irwin. Bishop is there in 5th position in that blue, predominantly blue-red suit with the red things, and I think that might be the plain black race suit at the back of that group. That's Argentine driver Thiago Falevene. These 6 drivers still have a gap of over 2 seconds. Now back to Timothy Mihailov, Adam Brickley, Luca Horton, Len Nice, Rafael Baltzar, Griffin Peebles, Enzo Nincotta and Ayrton Perez. All 36 drivers still running. Yellow flag. Oh, there's been a problem down just past Marshall post number 8, coming out of turn number 10, and that looks like it was in amongst the lead group. Who has gone out of the lead group as they cross the line? It's now Irwin and Bishop, first and second. Oh, Costoya, Maya, and Costoya, Maya, Trinidade and Falevene have fallen by the wayside. They're all back in the race, but it's now a head-to-head fight. Lap number 5 out of 7 between New Zealand's Jay Irwin and Great Britain's Macaulay Bishop. They are 1.5 seconds clear of Timothy Mihailov from Malaysia. Trinidad is recovered into 4th place. I'm looking back down the order to see where some of the other leaders dropped back to. They're inside the top 20, but they all ran very wide. It's now Macaulay Bishop with a new fast lap of the race, 109.42 seconds. In cart number 20, chasing the number 5 cart of Jay Irwin. Down the straight in towards turn number 8. Bishop trailing Irwin, Mihailov, Trinidade, Brickley and Horton. Luca Horton from Bahrain up into 5th position now. Here was the trouble zone last time around. They come out of turn number 10 into turn number 11. Bishop leads for Team Great Britain. Then it is Irwin in second. They have got a gap of 1.3 seconds over third place driver number 36, Timothy Mihailov. We start lap 6 out of 7. Mihailov and the rest of it. We can see Mihailov in cart number 36 turning round, pointing forward to say, work with me. Here comes Irwin. Irwin to the inside. Bishop doesn't defend. Now Bishop slots back into second place. He will try and push the New Zealander away. Mihailov is closing in though. Brickley, Trinidade, Peebles, Horton, Perez and the rest. In fact, the 2 leaders have got company because number 36, Timothy Mihailov, is closing that gap down. It's still about 20 cart lengths between them. However, that move from Jay Irwin to put Bishop down to second has shrunk the lead gap down. As you can see, Bishop checking over his shoulder just to see where his nearest rivals are. The whole train of carts flooding down that straight past the driver's tent and onto turns 8 and 9. Lap 6 now nearly completed. Mihailov has got to get help from behind. The driver of cart number 36, the 10-year-old driver from Kuala Lumpur, in 3rd position. Somebody going off, coming out of turn number 10 onto the grass. Dust getting kicked up, but the top 2 are clear as we begin the last lap. Bishop to the inside of Irwin, down the main straight. Have we got a new leader going into turn number 2? Yes, we have. But the charge is on from behind. Bishop and Irwin, 1st and 2nd. Mihailov closing in 3rd. That's Griffin Peebles now in 4th place in cart number 1. Ayrton Perez looks like he's up in the 5th position. They come through there. Irwin back in front now through turn number 5. All the while, the rest of the pack are closing in. Mihailev has got his bead on and is looking at the top two, with Peebles right behind him. Behind Peebles is Brickley, Trinidade, Horton and Perez. Len Nice is next. Battle for third. Mihailev defends third. That's going to let the top two break clear. Peebles on the inside, but it is Jay Irwin for New Zealand, who is going to have the honour of winning the first race in this, the 20th running. Oh, there's a move down from about 7th place. They're diving into turn number 10, but it is Bishop to the inside, going into the final corner. Irwin runs wide. Bishop takes the win. Macaulay Bishop takes the win from Jay Irwin on the last corner. There was a little bit of door handling, I have to say. Bishop wins, Irwin second, Mihailev in third, Brickley finishes in fourth. Oh, somebody's lost a NASA panel. What's all that about? How can that driver see where he's going? And yeah, the number 18 there is pointing to the driver saying your NASA panel's up. That was Rafael Baltzar. I think the driver probably knew that because he can't see where he's going. But so provisionally, the first MicroMax race goes the way of Team UK's Macaulay Bishop, who won the British MicroMax Championship this year, which was only one race, but hey, he won it nonetheless. Irwin second, Mihailev third. Let's have a look. Coming out of the final corner, there'd been a little bit of a dust up. Irwin, you can see the back end sliding out over the curbs. He keeps it pinned though, bouncing over the grass to hold on to second place. Bishop crosses the line, takes the win. Mihailev third, Brickley fourth, Perez fifth, Peebles, somebody else going very wide at the back there, trying to see who that may have been. That might have been Salvador Trinidade, who fell back there on the last lap. The man holding the checkered flag gets out of the way, wisely so, as they're four wide crossing the line. So Bishop, Irwin, Mihailev, Brickley, Perez, Peebles, Nice, Trinidade and Ossipicia coming in. You can see now on the live stream coming into the holding area, and well, Macaulay Bishop looks over his shoulder there to see who is behind him. Thumbs up from driver number 4, Aaron Brickley, the driver of Mooresville, North Carolina. Shake of the hands there, good sportsmanship. That looked like it was the Malaysian driver, Timothy Mihailev, who, or is that number 3? Yes, it was, shaking Brickley's hand. They finished third and fourth, going through the first thing. What a start to the 2019 Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals. And a quick rundown of the provisional results, and of course these are all provisional, subject of course to post-race scrutineering. Macaulay Bishop, Jay Irwin, Timothy Mihailov, Adam Brickley and Ayrton Perez, your top 5. That's Great Britain, New Zealand, Malaysia, America and Argentina. Griffin Peebles finishes 6th ahead of Len Nice, Salvador Trinidade, Julius Ospicia and Jackson Burns in 10th place, followed by Tommy van der Struijs, Enzo Nienkotter, Luca Horton, Yuto Nakai, Christian Costoya finishing 15th, Rafael Baltzar 16th and Anton Laxonen, and rounding out the top 18 for Austria, Nando Wieksmeyer. Look down at the remaining order. All 36 drivers finished that race. Reese Curzon down in 36th after a brief excursion, but it's great to see all 36 drivers making it to the end. So that is race number 1 of this, the 20th running of the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals. Race number 2 will be for Minimax, and I'm very pleased to join in the commentary box